Mr. Green of Texas.
Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise because I love America. No one loves the Constitution more than I. No one recites the Pledge of Allegiance with greater spirit than I. No one loves the Declaration of Independence more than I. And I must tell you, Mr. Speaker, that I was shocked last night beyond belief when I heard the comments of a person who has been nominated for the Senate of the United States of America. I heard the comments of one Mr. Rand Paul, and his comments were shocking because his comments caused me to reflect on a bygone era that I would hate to see us return to. You see, Mr. Speaker, I have sat in the back of the bus, even when there were seats available up near the front. I have had to go to the back door to get my food, even when there was a facility with no one inside. I have had to drink my water from colored water fountains, even when there were other water fountains available and we had to have a line to go through the colored water fountain. I have had to suffer the indignation and humiliation that segregation imposes upon a person. I was shocked because I could not believe that a person nominated for the Senate of the United States of America could not say that he would support continuing what we've already fought for and won, and that is to have persons of color go in the front door at a private facility. I was shocked. I am still shocked. And I come before this House today not to condemn the person. I don't condemn people, but I do condemn what they do. I condemn what they say. I come before this House today not to condemn him, but rather to give him the opportunity to explain himself. And I admonish him that if he does not explain himself, others will explain his position. Either he will explain his position or others will do it for him. I believe that he should explain it, and he should do it with words that are clear, as conspicuously clear as possible, because what he has said is painful to those of us who had to endure these indignations and these humiliations. I was one of those persons who grew up in the 60s. I know what it's like to have to do the things that we would have to revisit should he have his way based upon what I have heard. But maybe he was not given a fair opportunity. And there is time now for him to do for himself what others will do for him if he does not. I do not know the person who hosts the show, Morning Joe, but I think that he made a significant point. He said that he has 24 hours to explain himself. I accept the 24-hour pronouncement, and I beg that within the next 24 hours that he will explain himself so that we will not misunderstand that on one hand he says he would march with Dr. King, but on the other hand he does not say that he would allow me, a member of the House of Representatives in the greatest country in the world, to continue to enter the front door of a private business. It is a painful revelation. It is a past that we don't like talking about, but it's a past that I had to suffer and live through. And I beg that my colleagues understand that this is no attempt to defeat him in his election. That's for the people of Kentucky. But there is an attempt to give a person the opportunity to speak up, to stand up, and stand for what this country has made possible by virtue of the great and noble ideals presented in the Declaration of Independence, all persons are created equal and endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. I beg that the gentleman will honor my request, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields. Mr. Burton of Indiana.